trying to understand. And then also, do you hold Elon Musk to the same standard as Bill Gates?
I mean, I don't like any billionaires.
Jeff Bezos. I'm just trying to understand.
I mean, I don't like any elite.
I think you guys hate Elon Musk so much because he used to be on Team Left, and now he's on Team America, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. And
I don't like him because he's annoying and he has bad politics.
Oh, because he has bad politics.
No, and he's annoying.
So it's like a personal thing?
A little bit, but also he has bad politics.
Do you think he's done anything remarkable?
Depends on what you consider remarkable.
What unfolds when someone walks in with a tough attitude, thinking they can corner Charlie Kirk, only to realize their arguments don't hold up? The result isn't just a shaky performance, it's a full-on debate collapse. This exchange went far beyond a simple question and answer session. It turned into a direct collision of viewpoints, where sharp reasoning overpowered empty bravado. By the end, the so-called challenger wasn't standing firm. They were backing away, left with no defense and no exit strategy except retreat. Let's walk through how it all played out.
You often complain about these communist elites. I just want to have a bit of specifics.
There's a helicopter. What'd you say again? I can't hear what you're saying.
I want to know.
I can't understand what she's saying.
I want to know a bit of some specifics on who these communist elites you keep on talking about are. Like, what kind of attributes make someone's part of this communist elite that you complain about so often?
Being a communist and being an elite.
Okay, what makes someone part of this elite?
They could be part of the World Economic Forum like Klaus Schwab. It could be someone that's very wealthy that runs some of the major companies on the planet. I mean,
okay, so like Elon Musk? Is he one of the elites?
Well, he's not communist, but he is an elite.
Okay, so why should we succumb to the whims of these elites as opposed to,
Well, it's a good question, actually. I think we need better elites, and I think Elon's a great manifestation of that. We're never going to get rid of elites. You see, our country was largely propelled thanks to great elites like Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller and people like Bernard Baruch in the 1940s or 50s. We're never going to get rid of elites. Elon Musk is the best of this example, using his wealth and his treasure to reinvest back in the country.
Is he really investing all that much in this country?
He's investing his time. He also gave a lot of money this election.
I think he spent a whole lot more time on doing than actually helping the country.
Honestly, he did something he should always be remembered. He gave hundreds of millions of dollars to make sure Kamala Harris did not become president of the United States.
Okay,
that's pretty awesome.
Does it? Anyway, I don't know. It just seems like if you're so against the elite, why are you, supportive of any elites? Shouldn't we just be against the interests of any of elites?
No, I'm not against the idea of elites. You're always going to have people at the top of something. Top of an institution, top of a school, top of a sporting event. The question is, will those people be noble and have duty, courage, and strong ethics? That's always been the question.
So then why are you touting Elon Musk as a good example of these elites?
Because he's a great example. He gives a lot of money away. He also bought X, which saved freedom of speech in the West, $50 billion that allowed us to speak freely. And he's now sacrificing a lot of his time where he could be on a yacht in Monaco trying to find waste in our federal government so that your taxpayer dollars are better spent. That is an example of a noble elite.
From the opening moments, the student walked in confident, convinced he had Kirk trapped with a clever question. He pressed, "Who are these so-called communist elites?" expecting hesitation or a vague reply. But Kirk didn't flinch. He pointed straight to the World Economic Forum, its figurehead Klaus Schwab, and a network of wealthy global power players who openly shape policy behind the scenes, trying to shake things up. The student tossed Elon Musk into the argument, hoping Kirk would stumble or contradict himself. Instead, Kirk pivoted smoothly, drawing a sharp distinction. Musk, in his view, represents a different kind of influence, one that challenges establishment power rather than enforcing it. And just like that, the student's carefully built trap fell apart. The strategy he thought would corner Kirk was already crumbling before the debate had even gained momentum.
I wouldn't necessarily call that noble. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that...
So what would you like to have someone worth $450 billion do?
I would like if there weren't people worth $450 billion.
No, that's not the question. What would you like to have him do?
Huh?
What would you like to have him do? He's worth 400.
Give away more of his money to other causes, because it seems like
you mean left-wing causes.
Nobody is going to use $450 billion in their entire life.
That's not. Well, he gave away $50 billion basically for Twitter. Like, he's not going to make money on that. He gave hundreds of millions of dollars on political stuff. He's given away billions of dollars charitably. I'm just trying to understand. And then also, do you hold Elon Musk to the same standard as Bill Gates?
I mean, I don't like any billionaires.
Jeff Bezos. I'm just trying to understand.
I mean, I don't like any elite.
I think you guys hate Elon Musk so much because he used to be on Team Left, and now he's on Team America, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. And
I don't like him because he's annoying and he has bad politics.
Oh, because he has bad politics.
No, and he's annoying.
So it's like a personal thing?
A little bit, but also he has bad politics.
Do you think he's done anything remarkable?
Depends on what you consider remarkable. It's
like, I don't know, launching rockets into orbit and then landing them?
The one launching the rockets, his employees are.
Okay, he's the inventor and the innovator of SpaceX.
He only has 4 patents to his name. Most of those are for the Tesla Model X, not for anything related to SpaceX.
And how many do you have to your name?
I'm not trying to be Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's so easy to like criticize. I don't like Elon.
No, I'm not trying to be him.
No, I think maybe you should just have a little bit more like awe at what this guy has built and what he has done.
I'm just disappointed.
Pay close attention to the way the student keeps changing direction. At first, he demands strict definitions, hoping to trap Kirk in technicalities. When that line fizzles, he pivots again, declaring that all billionaires must be harmful by default. And when that argument also starts to fall apart, he narrows in on a new angle, nitpicking Musk's patents as if that detail could save the case, that it's a familiar move in heated debates. When one point doesn't land, you shift the goalposts and hope no one notices. But Kirk isn't distracted for a second. He locks onto one clear, practical question. What exactly would you have Musk do differently? That straightforward challenge cuts through all the noise. The student has no real answer, and the silence that follows doesn't just pause the debate. It exposes just how fragile his entire position really is.
You have so much money and you're wasting it on everything that he's doing.
So if Elon today said, I'm going to give $300 billion away to the federal government or to whatever, you'd say, great.
I mean, I guess it would be better than what he's doing now.
Okay. Well, guess what? He's on our team and not yours, so good luck.
Yeah, I know he's not on my team.
And he's got a lot of money to spend.
All right, another unrelated thing. When was the last time you updated your Wikipedia? Well, I know it's very unrelated.
I try to update it, but then there's a lot of editors that don't let me.
All right, because it lists your height as 6'5". Can you stand up for a moment?
Yeah, I'm 6'5". But would you like me to prove it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I'm only 5'3". You look a whole lot shorter than 6'5".
I'm 6. How tall are you, my friend? On a good day? Am I 6'5"? Am I 6'5"?
Wow.
Am I 6'5"? I think I'm 6'5".
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree?
Yeah.
Facts don't care about feelings, my friend. I don't know what to tell you. I'm 6'5", objectively. See, they can see me in the back now, finally. Hi, guys. How are you?
All right. Cool. I got a class I'm already late to, so thank you for your time. Yeah.
Oh, does anyone have a ruler so we could solve this once and for all? A tape measure?
Doesn't a ruler only do 12 inches?
When the arguments finally dried up, the challenger reached for the oldest trick in the book, personal jabs. Instead of sticking with substance, he asked about Kirk's height, quoting from Wikipedia, as if a cheap taunt could somehow change the debate. What was once a clash of ideas suddenly felt like a playground spat. Kirk didn't flinch. He stood up, turned the moment into a joke, and the room laughed with him. The student, however, had no more ground to stand on. Claiming he had to run to class, he slipped out, not in victory, but in a quiet retreat that looked more like a walk of shame. Now, let's take a step back and look at what really happened in those clips. At the heart of this exchange was one key question: the role of elites. The student's goal was to paint Kirk as a hypocrite for criticizing powerful elites while speaking positively about Elon Musk. But Kirk drew a clear boundary. He argued that elites will always exist, like it or not. The real dividing line, he said, is whether they use their influence for destructive control or for constructive progress. That distinction is crucial, and the student never truly addressed it. Instead of grappling with that nuance, the student stuck to a one-size-fits-all stance. All billionaires are bad. It's a simple message, but simplicity isn't the same as strength. Kirk countered with history, pointing to figures like Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller, wealthy industrialists who transformed entire industries and built legacies that shaped modern society. His point was clear. Human beings naturally form hierarchies, and leadership roles, whether in business or politics, are unavoidable. The student's counteroffer? Vague idealism. Let's just have no billionaires. But here's the catch. He never explained how society could function without leaders, innovators, or risk-takers willing to push boundaries. Without a roadmap, the critique rang hollow. Another major clash came over Elon Musk himself. The student claimed Musk didn't deserve recognition for Tesla or SpaceX because it was the engineers and employees who handled the technical details. This argument, though common, misses the bigger picture. Leadership is not about holding every patent or writing every code. It's about creating vision, raising capital, assembling talent, and driving innovation against all odds. Kirk capitalized on this, pointing to Musk's undeniable record: reusable rockets that redefined space travel, the acquisition of Twitter in the name of free speech, and billions given away in philanthropy. The student brushed this off, but in doing so, he looked dismissive of measurable results. And when the arguments on billionaires, elites, and innovation didn't land, the strategy shifted from policy to personality. That's when the Wikipedia height jab entered the picture. It wasn't just a weak move. It was a visible sign of running out of intellectual ammunition. A serious debate is about substance, consistency, and evidence, not cheap gotcha lines. The moment the student turned to Kirk's personal details, it revealed desperation more than confidence. The way the debate ended spoke volumes. The student didn't deliver a knockout punch. He exited the stage mid-discussion, citing a class to attend, but the timing made it look more like surrender than responsibility. Kirk, meanwhile, kept calm, stood his ground, and even had the audience laughing along with him. In debate, stamina and composure matter just as much as facts. On those fronts, Kirk was firmly in control. So what's the real takeaway? This wasn't just Charlie Kirk brushing off a heckler. It was a clear example of how debate strategy works. On one side, a challenger leaned on assumptions, shifting goalposts, and last-minute personal jabs. On the other, Kirk stuck to consistent principles. Elites exist. The real question is whether they help or harm society. And Musk represents the kind of noble elite who pushes humanity forward, whether you agree with Kirk or not. The mechanics of this exchange tell a larger story. Arguments grounded in evidence and reality will always outlast those built on resentment and distractions. If there's a lesson here, it's this. In any debate, substance beats spectacle, and ideas will always outshine insults.